Weekend Best.
Today is National Poets Day, a day of paying tribute to poetry. So I have prepared a little something.
Oh no, please don't.
Yeah, just give me a sec. It's Saturday morning. We're here to bring you joy with food, great guests, and of course my little boy. We'd love to spend our weekend with you, but you already know this much is true.
No, hang on. No, you can't just get a plug-in.
You get what?
You can't just get another plug-in. It's not fair. Anyway, look, tell everyone who our first guest is.
Right. Our first guest is wondering if it's okay to be up this early on a Saturday morning. He's the brilliant host of The Last Leg. It's Adam Hills.
Yes, and this comedy actor CV describes him as young, cool, intelligent, great taste in trainers, fantastic comedy timing. I mean, I could be describing myself, I'm not going to lie.
You're not an actor.
All right, fine. Look, star of hilarious Ghosts. It's Kiell Smith-Bynoe, everyone!
And it will be Saturday without heading into our kitchen and rustling up at some great grub with our resident chef, Shivi Ramoutar.
Yes.
Shivi, what's on the menu today?
Morning, Martin. I'm going to stick with your rhyming theme. Martin, today you are going to make a wonderfully delicious chorizo tray bake.
Love it. Look forward to it.
OK, now we like to kick the show off with a little bit of a music question. So, Adam Kiell, what was the #1 song on this very day back in 1997? Kiell, I'm going to come to you first. Think 1997.
97. I want to say maybe Britney Spears.
Oh, it's a decent shout.
That's a good shout, yeah.
1997, I had just started coming over here. That was the first time I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I kind of want to say Fatboy Slim, but I think it's too early for Fatboy Slim.
Prodigy might be a shout as well.
Prodigy.
Yeah, 97. Well, the answer is, of course...
Oh.
I remember having this on a CD single. This was, of course, The Men in Black, Will Smith's first solo single, which doubled as the theme music for the movie, which obviously became a monster hit, as did the song. Now, we all know about the film. It's about secret government agents who protect the Earth from aliens already among us. But what I want to know, if you were to meet an alien, for realsies, in real life, what's the first thing you'd show them? Adam?
Oh, my goodness.
So not what you would say to them. What would you show them?
Can I answer this after the watershed?
Yeah. You can't say naked attraction.
Just as a... No, OK, yes, then you answered my question. I'd show them naked attraction and go, that's what we've got, what have you got?
Kiell, what about you?
Full English, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism for what I said?
Right, now, if there's something strange in your neighbourhood...
Yeah, it means you're probably watching the excellent comedy show Ghosts.
To tell us all about the new series, Kiell Smith-Bynoe.
Yeah.
Third season of Ghosts. For those people who haven't seen it yet, just tell us what it's about.
So it's about a young couple who inherit a big old mansion, and it seems like a dream at first because you get given this house and they're like, oh, we've inherited something, we're going to make so much money off it. When we get there and realise how run down it is, that's not the only problem because it's also inhabited by ghosts. Now, I don't know that because I can't see them or hear them, but my wife falls and bumps her head, falls out a window, bumps her head, and when she wakes up, she can see and hear all the inhabitants of the house. Which include like plague victims in a basement, a plague girl who's so scary. Even though that I know that like this has been filmed,
Yeah.
and she's an actress,
You're
I watch
terrified.
it and I'm like, that's terrifying.
But the thing is, it is hilarious. We've got a clip from the new series. Let's take a quick look.
I'm going to tell you something. I absolutely love it, right? When I first saw it, I couldn't key into it. I didn't quite understand it. But now, when I watch it, honestly, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Your character, Mike, he doesn't see any of them, right?
Yeah.
But so how do you film now? How does that work?
So we film every scene twice, and we do it with the ghost and then without. And so Charlotte gets a chance to interact with the ghost, and then we do it without, and we have to act like they're not there. Well, I have to act like they're not there.
It must be so annoying for you if you do a great take on the one with you not seeing them and them not being there, and then you being like, why didn't you use that one?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've got a harder job there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But yeah, it gets quite difficult, especially the in-between series when you go back and then you just forget on the first day, sort of forget that like even the smallest sort of or whatever noise you can't sort of react to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, so you're just very good at ignoring people.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of practice. I only moved out of my mum's house about a year ago. So.
It's difficult though when you want to laugh, you know, corpsing and stuff, because that's a nightmare anyway. But if you're
Yeah, especially if you're not meant to have, you can't even pretend turn that laugh into a little smile or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I would have.
Ignore them completely. But the hardest part is the physicality, because like where you would walk, if there's someone standing there, naturally, if you can't see them, you'd walk through that gap.
Right.
So that bit's even more difficult than the hearing and the seeing.
Yeah. And do you believe in the supernatural yourself?
I do, but I've never seen anything. I do believe that there's something out there and there's afterlife, but I don't know. I haven't got any proof.
What about you, Adam?
Well, yes, I believe that there's something out there, but I had an experience years ago. So my wife and I, she wasn't my wife at the time, we'd only just got together, we were driving around Northern Ireland, and I think it was Armagh that we stayed, and it was this like old school house that had been turned into a hotel, and the middle of the night I had this thing where I just woke up going, I feel really weird, something's not right. And like there was a presence, and I went, wow, okay, I don't know what a ghost is, but if this is what it is, okay, I feel this is not right. And I was like lying in bed for about half an hour, and then I'd seen in like TV shows, you say out loud, I'm not here to harm you. You may go on your way and I won't hurt you, which was weird because I'd only just got together with my wife. So in the middle of the night, there's just me laying in bed going, I'm not here to harm you.
Oh, my
word! But it was all fine. She didn't wake up. And then at checkout, the person who checked us out said, how's your stay? And I said, absolutely fine. They went, do you know we've got a ghost? And I went, yeah, kind of think I might have met them during the night.
Oh, so you didn't see anything, you just felt
I didn't see anything. I just felt something just felt wrong in the middle of the night. And I've never had that feeling ever again. And they'd said that it was an old school house and that, you know, someone had died there back in the day. So.
Wow. Dad, what about you? You've had a couple of times.
I've had a few, in my life. Yeah, I'll tell you one. So this is 1980. Right?
Yeah.
Back in the day when we're all new romantics, and we are in this old flat in Chelsea, right? It's completely dark, just lit by one little candle. And in front of us is a Ouija board. And so there's myself, there's Steve Strange, who is dressed up as Robin Hood with white makeup on and stuff, you know, how he used to be. There's Billy Idol, who's dressed up as King Rocker in his leather jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
And my brother, who's dressed as this kind of strange nomad creature. And we've all got our hands on the glass. And all goes quiet, and we're going, is anyone there? Is anyone there? And the thing literally starts to move around the board, right? Picking out different letters, spelling out a message. And it's all of a sudden it starts to go to the capitals, and it spells out, don't move.
This is a true story.
This is a true story, absolutely true story. It spells out don't move. So all four of us jump up, screaming, grab each other, like, no, there's, Billy Idol, King Rocker, there's me, Robin Hood. We're screaming, no. We run for the door, and the curtains that have been in the wall for probably decades come flying out of the wall and crash against the door on the other side. Yes. Ghost didn't work. Get rid of it.
Get rid of ghosts.
Ghost
definitely didn't work. We'll use it again for Halloween.
Put it back in the box.
I can't see them, so.
Back in yeah, he couldn't see nothing. Yeah,
But
that's a true story. That's a true story.
It's a true story. The curtains flew out of the wall.
I can imagine a ghost going back to the afterworld going, you're not going to believe what
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, there was a guy dressed as Robin Hood. Sure there was.
Take that with a pinch of salt.
Kiell, for a lot of people, the pandemic obviously meant being stuck indoors. But you kind of got a little bit lucky during that time.
I did, a little bit, yeah.
What happened?
So I got a part in a show that films abroad. It was Death in Paradise.
Oh, yeah.
And I got that just at the end of November. So I got to go out to Guadeloupe just as UK was going back into lockdown. And I spent 3 weeks just jumping in waterfalls and swimming with turtles. Oh! Did a little bit of acting. I actually, on the first weekend I got there on like the Thursday. On the first weekend I was there, some of the crew took us down to the waterfall that there's loads of waterfalls everywhere, but there's one that they hadn't gone to yet. And I got an ear infection from jumping in a waterfall. So it wasn't as great as it could have been for the first 10 days.
Yeah.
And then there was another 2.
But then it was all right.
I really imagine people right now just watching you going, yeah, you escaped lockdown and you went to Guadalupe and you got an ear infection, you poor thing.
In a waterfall? The worst place to get an ear infection.
Kiell, thank you so much for joining us. And you can see a new series of Ghost is on BBC One Mondays at 8:30 p.m.
Yes, time for a quick break, but when we come back, we're turning the tables on chat show host Adam Hill.
And Shivi's transporting us to Spain with the delicious chorizo tray bake. See you in a bit. Mine and Roman's Weekend Best.
Adam Hills and Kiell Smith-Bynoe are with us, and shortly we're going to be heading into the kitchen with our resident chef, Shivi. But first, here at Weekend Best, we like to think that our studio has become a little bit of a safe haven for our guests, somewhere for them to confess to their most embarrassing moments in our free Saturday therapy session of Get It Off Your Chest.
Yeah, and after they've poured their hearts out, they can get it off their chest by throwing it into our Weekend Best chest, never to be mentioned again.
Right. Kiell, you are first.
Me? Okay. What?
Tell us about this. This is a picture of Leona Lewis.
Right, yeah. So I was on holiday in 2015, I think it was, and I was in LA, and I saw someone in a hotel in the lobby, and I was like, oh, I know her. That's what's her name from school? And as I was walking towards her, I was like, oh hey. She's like, hi. I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, hanging out with my friends. I was like, cool. I was thinking she's been a bit weird. Like we haven't seen each other in ages. She was surprised to see me. I was like, all right, well, yeah, we'll have fun. I went back to my room, and I'd seen that my friend had posted a picture on his Instagram and put me and Leona Lewis, and I was like, I don't know her.
Oh, you didn't know her? You thought it was someone else completely?
I thought she was my friend from school. Oh. I thought we went to school together. No. Ooh.
And have you seen Leona since?
No. Maybe.
You should carry on the gag, though. Yeah. That's what I think.
Every 5 years.
If you see her again, remember that time. Science. Oh, man.
Yeah. All right, let's stick it in.
All right, Leona's going in with Paul McCartney, a baby, a little lion, and some crowns and loads of stuff.
Let's do this one. Adam, tell us about this.
I'm going to be honest. I thought we actually had to be really deep and emotional, and something we are actually ashamed of. Because, can I do this after I plug the last leg? After I tell this story, I can't imagine anyone going, "Oh, I want to watch his TV show."
No, go for it.
Okay, so when I was at university, I'm really. Can I change it? When I was at university, I was kind of seeing a girl. It was a little bit on and off, and like I liked her, but I kind of really fancied someone else.
Yeah.
And I was around at a friend's place, and she had invited me over for a dinner, and I didn't really want to go. And so I went, okay, I'm gonna try and get out of this dinner, and maybe we can find the other girl that I really like. And so I was at my mate's place. So I grabbed his handheld phone. This is pre-mobiles, by the way. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
Went out on the balcony and called out, got the message bank, went through to a voicemail and went, oh, hey, yeah, it's Adam. Listen, I can't make it tonight. I'm so sorry, but I'll try and catch up with you next few weeks. Okay, but have a great night. Put the phone down and went, oh, thank God I didn't have to lie to her in person. Oh, great. Let's find the number of Rebecca and see if she's free tonight. And her phone didn't hang up.
Oh, no!
It all went on her voicemail. Oh. And I didn't know I didn't see her for a few weeks after that. And then when I did, she was really weird. And I was like, why is she so weird? And then a friend of hers went, do you know why she's being weird? And I went, no. And she said, everything came out on the voice message. I went,
oh,
I bet that's haunted you for the rest of your life. And like now, every time you double check. Double check.
Absolutely. I mean, can you even imagine that there were phones? There was I'd never used a handheld phone before. This was like 1989 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no punchline at the end of that.
No, that doesn't need to be. This is exactly what this is made for. Like, honestly, this is what this is. And you know what, Adam? Forever.
This is how psychiatrists do it, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I've put a really weird vibe in the room now.
No, mate. I promise you, that is what this is for.
Okay.
That is what this is for. Now, look, on to more important matters, okay? Because, like the NHS, beer gardens, and Alison Hammond, the last leg has become a British institution. And the gang are back for a new series at the Tokyo Paralympic Games, where they'll be bringing up some top-level sporting action alongside award-winning entertainment, or as Adam describes it, just 3 guys with 4 legs talking about the week. Yeah. Adam, so great to have you here, mate.
Did you do an Australian accent when you said that then?
No, I didn't.
It was almost.
Oh, really?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm picking it up, pal. Let's go. Okay. All right, let's get into some hectic questions. Hey, look, back in 2016, yourself, Alex and Josh, you got to go to Rio.
Yep.
For the Olympics, but this time, obviously, you're doing it all from London.
Yeah.
How does it differ for you? When you heard you were going to be doing all this stuff, did you go, we're going to Tokyo?
The one thing that I was most looking forward to that I'd heard about that happens in Tokyo that we were going to film ourselves doing was driving mini Mario karts through the streets of Tokyo. Wow. You can like little go-karts, but they're Mario karts. And it was like, that's all I want to do. That's absolutely all I want to do. And then when the Paralympics were cancelled, it was like, yeah, but we'll still do it next year, right? We'll still do the Mario karts. And then Channel 4 said, you're going to have to do it from London. We can't send you out there. Because even if we were there, we can't do anything in the
Get the Mario karts here!
Yeah, man. Throw your own.
Why have we not thought of that?
Yeah.
Of course we should get the Mario Kart. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, just do that. Look, I mean, you have trusted one person, and this person, I love the fact that you're sending her out there.
Yep.
To Tokyo. Go on, please tell us.
That's Rosie Jones. And the great thing about Rosie is she was a researcher for us in Rio in 2016. She wasn't even on camera.
Really?
Yep. And I don't think she'd even started doing comedy at that point, but she was clearly funny. And so our thought was, well, let's send Rosie to Tokyo and she can sit in the stands and she can be like the one British voice cheering on all the athletes. Yeah. But then it was announced that there won't be anyone else in the stands. She's going to be the only person in the stand.
No. Honestly, Rosie's been on this show before, right? We love her. She's brutal.
She's not quiet.
No, not at all. I think that is going to be amazing to be able to have Rosie out there.
You'll hear, if you're watching the coverage, you're going to hear her shouting from the stands.
Even if you're not watching the coverage.
I mean, look, the Paralympians themselves, they're always such a big part of the last leg.
Yeah.
You're going to still be able to, even though you won't be there, still being able to incorporate them into the show.
We're going to try, so because of the time difference, when we go to air at 10 o'clock at night, it'll be 6 a.m. in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we're going to be able to speak to people after they've competed. Because if you've just won a gold medal, the one thing you want to do is get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But of course, they'll be sharing with other Paralympians, so there's kind of going to be people under their like bed covers having a chat.
They'll be buzzing, they'll be buzzing.
Hopefully. And we're hoping that we can get some of their, because we can have an audience here.
Yeah.
So we're hoping we can get some of their family in the studio and then they can chat to them first thing the next morning and congratulate them. So we'll kind of, it's almost like we're providing a service for the families here, I think.
Yeah, man. Well, to be honest, I think having seen how well it went, at the Olympics, and now we're looking at the Paralympics, I think the Paralympics has almost got like the best side of it, because everyone's seen the Olympics and gone, actually, it went really well. Maybe I should pay attention to this one.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So who should we be looking out for? Who on Team GB should we be looking out for?
Well, there's a lovely story in a swimmer by the name of Maisie Summers-Newton. So in 2012, everyone watched Ellie Simmonds win all the gold medals in the pool. In particular, one person that watched her was Ellie Robinson. 4 years later, she was winning gold in Rio because she'd watched her hero. Yeah. Now, Maisie Summers-Newton then watched Ellie Robinson, so 4 years later, she's competing in Tokyo. So there's this really lovely, like, that's the legacy of the Paralympics, is that people being inspired, like able-bodied people are inspired. They watch it and go, well, I can get off the couch and do something. But then you've got disabled athletes going, I had no idea that was available to me. So, I'd say Maisie Summers-Newton is someone to look out for.
But you've all been trying some Paralympic sports for yourselves, haven't you? How did you get on with that?
Well, yeah, because we thought, well, we can't get Paralympians into the studio, so Alex and Josh and I will go out and we'll try some Paralympic sports. So we did 12 different sports. They set me up with a different teammate each time, a comedian not known for their sporting prowess.
Great.
But what they didn't realise was comedians are really competitive. So we did wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, blind cycling, which is the scariest I've done.
How does that work?
So it's like a tandem. So there's someone riding on the front who's sighted, but then I was on the back wearing a blindfold and just pedalling and hoping.
So the person at the front is essentially just turning.
And also pedalling.
Also pedalling.
So you've kind of got to pedal in the same time. I even closed my eyes then as I was
Yeah,
demonstrating.
yeah.
So you're pedaling and trying to get in the same time as them. The weirdest thing is when the bike starts to tip as you go around a corner, you can't right it because you don't know what's going on. So you really have to trust that person in front of you that they're not going to make you fall on the dirt.
Oh my
so yeah, it's...
How do you even practice that?
Wow.
Very slowly.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like that's incredible. Wheelchair basketball, though, let's bring this up, because we had Ed Jackson on the show.
Yeah.
And Ed said that obviously, you know, he was taking on wheelchair, like football, wheelchair rugby, and those types of things. And the wheelchair rugby just sounds like absolute carnage.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that and the basketball is just like smashing into each other.
The great thing I love about wheelchair rugby is that apparently it's not really, like, it doesn't really follow the rules of rugby.
Yeah.
But it was originally called murder ball, and the Paralympics went, we can't have that. We can't have a sport called murder ball. Can you call it rugby? That sounds more like a sport.
Yeah.
It's full on. And see, when you're in a wheelchair, you spend your whole life being treated with kid gloves and being people going, oh, be careful of him, and if you bump into something, oh, were you all right? So for them to finally get out on a court and just smash each other.
Yeah.
And know that the other person, and you can see them when they get smashed, they're like, yeah, do it again.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I love the basketball. It's my favourite.
Yeah, it's great.
I've got all the sports out there.
Yeah.
You're also revisiting a bet that you lost in 2012 and 2016.
Yeah.
Right? Is that a good idea? Tell us about that
It's
one.
a terrible idea. So in 2012, Alex and I had a bet about who was going to win more gold medals, Australia or GB. And I said if GB won, I would have the Union flag painted on my prosthetic leg. But this was in Rio.
Oh,
I upped
wow,
it.
look
I
at
said,
that,
okay,
man.
if GB win, I'm going to get the flag on my head. And I'm going to get the name of every gold medal winner on my prosthetic leg. And I still do. So this is
Still have it now.
It's gold,
Wow.
and it's got the name of every single gold medal winner at the Rio Paralympics. And so
That's great. Are you
Now-
going to wear that during the thing then?
absolutely.
Yeah,
But the
great.
weird thing is, every now and then I'll be out and about at a function or whatever, and I'll meet a Paralympian,
Yeah.
and there'll be a little bit of a chat, and then they'll go, "Am I on your leg?" Yeah. And I go, "Can I see?" And then we'll be standing at a function, and I'll be like, "I think it's around here somewhere."
Oh, that's amazing.
That's great.
But you're writing a children's book, right?
Yes.
It's inspired by a conversation with your daughter.
Yes. So I was asked by publishers, and they said, "Have you got any? You know, would you consider writing a book?" And my daughter at that time was, I think, 8 or 9. And they said, "What would you write for her?" And I went, "I don't know. Yesterday I asked what she wanted to do when she grows up, and she said, I want to be a rock star or a detective. So maybe I'd write a book about a rock star detective." And they
Yeah.
went, "And what would happen in that book?"
Yeah.
And I went, "I don't know. Let me go and write it."
Yeah.
So I've written a book called Rockstar Detectives, and it's coming out next year.
lovely.
And it's all based on, you know, what my daughter wanted to be. And do you know what? At the moment, we're looking for quotes because it's about rock stars. And I just thought, you know, if there's a rock star here that appeals to kids, maybe we could get a quote for the book. So, Roman, if you want to just offer something up, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great, yeah.
Adam, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning. Absolutely
pleasure.
great
Thank
talking
you.
to you. And the last leg starts on Tuesday, 10 p.m. on Channel 4.
Yeah, after the break, we're heading to the kitchen to join our in-house chef, Shivi, who's making an incredible Spanish chorizo tray bake.
See you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Mine and Roman's Weekend Best.
We have moved to our kitchen with our resident chef, the sensational Shivi Ramoutar.
Morning, Shiv.
Morning.
What are we cooking today, then?
Today, Martin, it's an explosion, a fiesta of colour, a fiesta of flavour.
Very good.
Simple, sizzling chorizo tray bake.
Oh, the alliteration on this one. Shivi Spanish chorizo tray bake.
I love a bit of chorizo.
Okay, is it chorizo or is it chorizo?
Chorizo.
But you say,
Chorizo.
yeah.
When
Culture,
when
Dad.
did you start saying
Culture.
chorizo?
How do you say Barcelona?
Barcelona.
We say
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Let's just cook.
Yeah, let's just cook. Yeah.
Can I show you something, Martin? Today, notice the minimal equipment.
Great, that's what we need.
So today is very special. Not only is it all those glorious sunshine, summery Spanish flavours, but it's all going to be bunged into one tin.
Yeah, less cleaning up.
Less cleaning up, easy. You know, you bung it in the oven. The oven does all the hard work. You sit back, enjoy a glass of wine, chat to your loved ones. What could be more wonderful? What could be more
Right.
Spanish? You know,
Right.
siesta, fiesta, all
A
of
little
that.
bit of Spanish food and you don't even have to go into isolation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's start with our potatoes. I've got 500 grams of new potatoes here. And all I'm going to do is quarter them. All you're going to do is quarter yours. Now, if you'd rather use big potatoes, fine. Just make sure you cut them down to size.
Yep.
And just throw them onto the tray. Simple as that. Quarters. Do watch your fingers, Martin.
Yeah.
Don't be too cavalier. So for me, this is all about sunshine. It is summery, it's full of vibrant colours and flavours. And you know what they say about colour? Vegetables and fruit, different colours have different antioxidants and vitamins. So the more of the rainbow spectrum you eat, the better it is for you as well. It's better for your body. You can also, if you want to, use sweet potato as well. And just make sure, again, you cut it down to size. And look at that.
So does this count as tapas?
It can do. The way I'm going to serve it, it will count as tapas, because tapas really means small plates, yeah?
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just, you can make anything into tapas. I can see some things coming from Martin.
I do not understand tapas. Do not
How
get it.
can you not understand tapas?
I don't get it.
Can I tell you what it's like to go to a restaurant with Martin Kemp?
What?
He looks at the menu, right, and then doesn't say to everyone else, what would you like? He says, do you know what, we'll just get everything. We'll just pick. We'll pick.
That is tapas. You just tapas your menu.
Yeah, but I buy the big plate of food. When I get those little, serve me in tapas restaurants and I get that little saucer, I kind of look for the rest of it. If I buy like one thing, I want to see a lot of it on the plate.
We'll
Not
get
just a
2
tiny
of
little
them,
bit.
Martin.
Put them in there.
All right, so
but
let me
where-
show you. So pop them into your tray. Martin, what you've missed there while you've been on your diatribe about tapas,
Yeah.
6 garlic cloves have been smashed. The skin has been left on. Easy peasy. Just give it a smash with your knife very carefully and throw it into the pan as well.
Right.
This is very simple. There's no fancy dicing and chopping here. It is all simple. Just like this, Martin, just boom, like this. There you go. I do one at a time. but that's fine.
smash. That's what it's like. Yeah.
And now,
You are so bad.
That's what it's like the Hulk.
Do you want a de-skin them or not?
skin on.
Skin on?
Yeah, I'm
oh,
keeping
great.
it easy, Martin.
Even
Just
easier.
smash it, throw it in there. Now, I'm using a purple onion, red onion, brain
Didn't
food.
smash that one. Hang on a minute.
I did smash it. I did.
Is it going to be one of these days today, guys?
Smash that. And then smash that one a little bit more. Go on. There it is.
We're making a bit of a pig's ear of the simplest food, aren't we?
No, I've made a good job of this so far.
It's great.
Let's go.
Purple onion, your brain food, Martin.
Yep.
You need to be eating more of these, it seems. So I am going to just cut this into eight.
I'll do
Sorry,
it.
that was naughty.
I'll do it, Shiv. I'll do
sorry.
it.
I'm getting it in both ears
I'm
this morning.
sorry. Oh, it's the,
All
it's the
because
fire,
I said
the
I
Spanish
didn't
fire.
understand tapas.
Okay, cut it into eighths, Martin.
Yeah.
So we're using red onions, which are milder than yellow onions.
Yep.
But if you have yellow onions and they need to be used, that's absolutely fine. Throw that in. So just eighths, again, go in there. Now, the wonderful thing about the garlic and the onion, whilst it's roasting in the oven, it's going to become caramelized and sweet, and it's going to be the bits that you're going to fight over, I promise you. Next, pepper. So beautiful, bright colours again.
Hang on a minute. I'll be able to see in a minute.
Oh, no, you got onion eyes.
Yeah, onion.
Goodness me, it's a good thing we didn't have a yellow
I thought you were
onion.
just crying over my beauty again.
No, go on.
So pop the red in. Okay, so the red pepper's on.
Yeah.
Notice again two bright colours. If you don't have red, you can use orange, but try to stay away from green. A green is a slightly unripe pepper, so it's going to be a bit more herbaceous. These
Yeah.
are sweeter. Let me show you how to cut the pepper. Stalk off.
Yep.
Great, and turn it on its stalk side down, and then look what you do. Very carefully, you go in at the top, and then follow the curve, and you end up seed-free.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. So you just.
And what about Roy? See you later.
Good.
See you later.
Oh.
That's the best you're going to get out of me.
Oh, that is.
That's the best you're going to get out of me.
Oh.
That's it.
Very good. You've
Proud
redeemed
of you,
yourself,
right?
That's the best you're going to get out of me.
So just carefully, you're trying to just avoid getting any of the seeds, and you should end up with something like that.
Mate, you've done literally the complete opposite.
I haven't. Look, where's the seeds?
Because you just chopped it out. It's coming on me.
Where's the seeds?
On your
There,
knife.
look.
Don't worry. So it should have been simple in theory, but we were laughing at Rose's jokes. That's
I
why.
was.
So this lovely stalk and seed can be used to make a vegetable stock. Don't throw it away. Pop it into vegetable stock.
Oh, okay.
Keep it for later.
Great.
No wasting in this kitchen.
Yep.
Skin side down. Now we're going to julienne, which just means strips of pepper. So just
What did you call it?
julienne.
Ah.
Cutting it into strips. And all of that goes on. Again, feast with your eyes before you feast with your stomach. Beautiful colours.
I like
And
those chicken. I like those chicken fried juliennes. The ones that you put in the oven.
Oh, Ro.
That's what I used to give him when he was 4.
Yeah, chicken fried juliennes. Yeah, also known as strips.
Okay, so those peppers are looking great. Well sliced, well julienned.
Yeah.
Martin, now olive oil.
Yep.
2 tablespoons. So generously drizzle over 2 tablespoons. It can take it. And then a lot of seasoning going onto this, a lot of salt and a lot of pepper. Look at that. That already looks like a tray of a rainbow. And as I said, it's good for you. You're filling yourself with lots of different antioxidants and vitamins. And the last thing we're going to add to this tray, our glorious Spanish spices. So 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 1 of thyme, and we're just scattering that onto our vegetables. It takes a lot of the paprika, so it looks like a lot, but it takes it. And just give that a lovely stir.
Yeah.
And that is already smelling sensational. Look at that. Now, we have done our hard work. This is it. This is going to go into the oven for 55 minutes.
Yep.
Covered with foil, and the foil will be removed for the last 10 minutes.
What about my sausage?
We're going to come back to that. Chill. Let's have a siesta.
Yeah, exactly. That's how the Spanish do it. Everything is just slow.
That's the best bit, the sausage.
Mañana, right?
Mañana.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you wanted to speed the whole process up, you could parboil those potatoes for 5 minutes, and that should cut the cooking time now by about half. However, why it's good to be lazy today is if you pop it in for the long, slow haul, the flavours are going to marry better together. It's going to taste more sensational, so let's be lazy, OK?
It's always better if you don't parboil, isn't it?
Yes. So let me pop that in.
There we go.
Fabulous. So
All in.
let's grab a glass of wine. Let's go and have a chat. We may need some TV magic, Martin.
Oh, yeah, a glass of wine as well.
Yeah.
All right, magic. There we go. Easy as that.
Oh,
where is it?
In that time, we've drunk our glass of wine, we've
Yep.
chatted, we've wronged all the rights in the... righted all the wrongs in the world. The world needs more rights now. So let's go and have a look and see how it's going. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. That looks absolutely stunning, Shiv.
Is sizzling already. Look at that. Gorgeous burnished colours. It is like a sunset on a tray.
Let's have a look. Oh, very good. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Gorgeous. Now, if you were a vegetarian or a vegan, you don't have to add the chorizo. You could have added corn on the cob in chunks with the potatoes. But we are going to enjoy this chorizo. So I've got a ring of cured chorizo here, Martin.
Yep.
So just chop off the top and pop it in half. And we're going to cut about 1 to 2 centimetre chunks here of the chorizo. I've said it's cured chorizo. You can find cooking chorizo, but definitely try to use cured chorizo in this. So cured is the one that you could just bite into now, but the cooking one you have to cook.
But they're different qualities.
They're different qualities of chorizo, absolutely. So you judge it as you see fit. This is a supermarket version, which is absolutely perfect for this dish.
Yeah. Oh,
and just scatter that in. It's gorgeous. So this is echoing the smoked paprika that we put in at the start. So
It's a similar taste, isn't it?
yeah, smoked paprika is one of the flavours they pop into the chorizo for its very distinctive flavour.
Yeah.
I've also got a tin of chickpeas that have been drained, and that's just going to be scattered in as well. You find chickpea a lot in Spanish food. I'm going to give this a stir. We don't need to add any more oil because that chorizo is going to release those gorgeous fats and flavour in the oven when it goes back in for its last 20 minutes. My mouth is watering.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Wow.
This is going to be brilliant. So give that a lovely stir.
Yep.
It's all melded together quite beautifully. This is going to go into the oven for 20 more minutes.
Okay, that's squeezed at the bottom there.
And Martin, in the meantime, with all the time we have on our hand, we can just prepare the last bit for garnish.
I thought you was going to say another glass of wine. I thought, I've already had one.
No wine yet, Martin, because we still have some chopping to do.
Great.
So grab your parsley, and all we're going to do is just give that a little roll together. Now, when you're chopping the parsley, you're going to move your fingers away as the knife comes nearer to them, yeah? And always try to keep it so your knuckles are the furthest point out.
Yep.
Keep that thumb back. We don't want to any little accidents here. So you see I'm moving as I go along. And that stem is going in as well because the stem, as you know from me by now, is full of...
Goodness.
And...
Flavour! That's it.
yeah, so we want all of that in there. All right. Tray bake's had its 20 minutes, and look at this. That is Spain in a tray. Look at that.
Let's have a look. What you got?
Glorious.
Spain in a tray. I like
Glorious.
it. Yeah, I like that.
So let's get heavy-handed here. Serve up a lovely portion for me, Martin. Serve that up. A sunset in a dish.
It is absolutely wonderful. It smells delicious.
It's
I can't tell
glorious.
you.
And would you believe that's £1.25 a portion?
You're joking.
Oh,
That is
I've got to say, this looks fantastic.
Yeah, really lovely.
Very
Let's
nice.
try.
All right, there you go.
Right, I'll try
And amazing, can I tell you as well, that's 3 of your 5 a day in there as well.
Three
This
of
is a
your 5
meal
a day.
with all the pluses. It's so many good things in here. Eat the brain food, Martin, eat the brain food. Get those purple onions.
Lovely.
Oh, man.
Lots of
So
flavour.
good.
Really good.
Shiv, this is absolutely incredible. It's just brilliant. For all the details on how to make Shivi's chorizo tray bake, head over to itv.com/food now.
Yeah, Shiv, looking forward to next Saturday.
Can't wait.
Another delicious recipe. Very good.
Amazing. Time for a break, but don't go anywhere because we are going to be meeting our weekend best VIP.
Yeah, plus we've got some top TV recommendations coming your way. See you in a bit.
See ya.
Wake up now, it's the weekend. Everything will be okay.
Welcome back to Martin and Roman's Weekend Best.
Yep, Adam Hills and Kiell Smith-Bynoe are keeping us company all morning. Lads, like the food? Good food?
Yeah, delicious.
Decent little bit of chorizo. Look at that.
Yeah.
God, we've gone so high class. Well done. You actually made that.
I know.
Well done. Now, if you are looking for some fantastic TV recommendations, then look no further because here is our best picks.
All right, my pick this week is the new drama 9 Perfect Strangers. Right, it stars Melissa McCarthy, Nicole Kidman, Luke Evans, and they all check into this luxury retreat that promises healing and transformation.
Hey, now this sounds like something Mum would love.
It quickly turns out to be not what it seems.
She will be terrified. Don't watch this.
Let's have a look at the trailer.
This is a particularly volatile group. Let's start the protocol.
I don't think they're ready.
It's perfectly safe.
I've been feeling unlike myself.
The wheels starting to fall off.
She picked 9 people who needed to be in a place where they would try anything she wanted.
Have you all gone mad?
Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy that. 9 Perfect Strangers, available on Amazon Prime Video now.
Yeah. Adam, you have a pick for us, and it's actually one of the favourites of mine. I think it's actually the first cartoon that's ever been referenced.
Is it? Okay.
It is.
So,
First cartoon.
I mean, and I know I'm late catching up to it because I know it's been on for a few years, but
Yep.
BoJack Horseman.
Yes.
So I saw people talking about it, and when Series 6 started, I thought, right, I'm going to watch this and see what it's like.
Yeah.
But I didn't get into it because you need to get into it from the start.
Yeah.
And there's something about, I think it's because I'm away, so my wife and kids are in Australia.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to see them till Christmas because of COVID and I can't get back and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. There's something about watching a 50-year-old entertainer question his life decisions.
Yep.
While I'm away from my wife and kids.
Yeah.
And I'm really relating to, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain for people. He's a horse.
Yeah.
Who was in a sitcom in the 90s called Horsin' Around.
Yes.
And hasn't done anything since. And is now dealing with fame in Hollywood.
Yeah. I tried to explain it to my dad, and it's like, imagine if Tom Cruise was a horse dealing with an existential crisis. That's what it is. Let's take a look.
Don't you get it? This is my last chance to make people love me again. If this goes out, everybody's gonna see the real me. Now, I spend a lot of time with the real me, and believe me, nobody's gonna love that guy.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go take a shower so I can't tell if I'm crying or not.
So good, that.
So good. All episodes of BoJack
recommendation.
Horseman are available on Netflix. Great stuff. Some brilliant recommendations there.
Time now to meet another Weekend Best VIP. That's a very interesting person.
Yeah, forget your puppies and cute cat videos. These days, the animals that are drawing millions of people to YouTube are wild snakes, giant snails and bearded dragons. And one such pet tuber, M. Locke, better known as Mzotic, obviously, has a whole house full of them. M, thank you so much for joining us right now with some of your exotic friends. Let's see M, everyone! Thanks so much for joining us today. Whereabouts in the world are you calling us from?
I'm actually calling you from the gorgeous mile-high city of Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado, okay. Before we meet some of your pet pals, tell us how did it happen that you became an exotic pet YouTuber?
Well, I actually started out loving all animals, of course, but I had severe fur allergies, and I had to find an alternative animal to keep that would bring me enjoyment and feed my interest, but without fur. So I decided, why not go creepy and scaly? And that's exactly what I did.
Creepy and
Can we meet some of your pets now?
How do you feel about meeting someone with no legs at all?
Well, it's already happened once today.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Oh, wow, okay, all right. Big old snakes.
Oh, beautiful.
Who's this, Em?
This here is my gorgeous royal or ball python, Ka. She was a rescue. I've had her now for almost 14 years.
14 years.
That's a beauty. What else have you got?
I also have hidden in this plant someone else very special. This is Banana Bean, the crested gecko.
Oh, wow.
I love little geckos.
Oh, my God. It makes me uncomfortable seeing the snake so close to Banana Bean. It really does.
She's good.
It really
they
does.
won't get to meet if I'm not heavily supervising.
Yeah.
But in my hands, they're not going to be a danger to each other.
Okay. Well, let's see. Who have you got? Who have you got next for us?
Well, I'm going to put Banana Bean back into her plant so she can go back to bed. She's actually crepuscular, which means she wakes up dawn and dusk. So she's going to go straight back to sleep. Next up, I have someone very cute and fuzzy. Kiba, come. Good boy. Do you want to come up? Up. Good boy.
Oh.
This is Kiba, my very best friend. He's actually a very rare breed of dog called a Eurasia.
Oh,
Wow, I never knew that.
They have wings?
Yes, they come with beautiful wings, as you can see.
That dog is massive.
Yeah, he's actually only 45 pounds, so he's really not as large as he looks. He's all fluff and love.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
What are the most dangerous pets that you keep?
Honestly, would you like to meet them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah?
haven't yet?
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've just seen a python, you idiot.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, the python is tame compared to my last two animals. Are you ready for these two silent killers?
Yeah, go on. Oh, who are they?
Well, this over here is Dobby. She's my female ferret. And this is Niffler, my male ferret. And to be completely honest, if you were to get bitten by any of the animals in this room, these two are the ones that could break your fingernails. Everybody else is very tame. These two like to cause absolute chaos.
Oh, okay. Did the ferrets get on with the dog? Like,
Yeah,
where's the gecko
actually,
in this friendship triangle? Like,
So they don't all hang out together because that would not end well for most of my smaller creatures. However, the ferrets were raised with my dog. My dog was the last animal in after the ferrets, and they are very well socialized together. They will play with each other. But I would stress that I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for every dog breed.
amazing.
Are there any pets that are still on your wish list that you would like?
There is one animal, which again, I wouldn't necessarily recommend for most people, but I've worked as a zookeeper in a number of different capacities as an animal professional. And I would love to test my knowledge by working with a corvid, such as a raven or an African pied crow.
Wow.
Wasn't expecting that one.
No, neither.
Not at all.
Why those ones in particular?
Well, they're so very intelligent that they really have to be kept very happy, very stimulated. Otherwise, they can get very naughty or they can become quite depressed. And I really love more challenging animals to look after.
I love how you said I'm looking for something a bit more difficult whilst you have a snake, 2 ferrets, a bear dog, and a tiny little gecko. But look, thank you so much for that, and congratulations on all your success. And please give a big hug to maybe just the dog on this occasion. Let's hear for M-Lock, everyone.
Thank you.
That's your lot for today, but if you fancy watching this all over again or you missed any of the show, you can catch up now on the ITV Hub.
Let's hear it for our guest, Kiell, Smith-Bynoe.
Adam Mills.
Yes, and of course, Shivi.
And we're back tomorrow with Christine Lampard, Les Dennis and Russell Howard.
See you tomorrow.